this event was kind of interesting in the sense of we had breakout rooms, we had embodiment lounge, we had a conversation lounge, we had community circles, we had a meditation room, we had our main stage. There was like so much going on at any one time, and so many different speakers and different kinds of content. And we would love to just get a sense from you about what in these last few days, what at this event really impacted you. So that's one question. And the second question is, what question or inquiry are you sitting with now? So what has this stirred up? So what in this last few days, I keep wanting to say weekend, but it wasn't a weekend, but what at this conference really impacted you? And what inquiry or question are you sitting with now?
What's just percolating? Like,
Yeah.
what's percolating for you from your experience here with all
And we
of
want
us?
you to turn to somebody next to you and share both of those questions. You'll have about 2 minutes each, so just find somebody next to you. What has impacted you and what's percolating for you now? What has stirred for you now? So for this next part, we'd love to hear from you. And we do this, we've done this now for about 3 or 4 years at the end of our conference. So we want to have, I don't know how many people are still here, but we want to just have an example. So it's like 10 to 15 people who actually come up on stage. You'll say your first name, where you're from, and you'll have about 60 seconds to say what is it that's impacted you and what is it that's still percolating with you. So it could be like, I'm still trying to figure out Byron Katie. I have no idea what she's talking about, but I kind of sense there's something to it. So that could be percolating with you, or whatever the truth of your experience is. The little bit of a challenge is we don't have room for stuff like, I don't know, maybe 1,000, 1,500. I don't know how many people are still here. So what we're going to ask people is to line up here next to Grania, and we'll have room for about 10 or 15 people, or we have time for about 10 or 15 people. And we will ask you again your first name, where you're from, and the answer to the question. We're not looking for you to like say, oh my God, this was so great, I love this so much, whatever. I mean, if that was your experience, that's okay, but we really just kind of want to know what is it that is, and so we've got plenty of people. So, yes. Yes.
We're ready.
And we will time you. You'll hear a bell at a minute, so.
I just want to thank you very much for an excellent conference. My name is Joyce Anastasia, and my business is called Lead by Wisdom. What I found most exciting about this was the talk about the intersection between how we walk our path and the new technology that's coming out with AI. And I'd like to invite people into a dialogue about what that means consciously. It's extremely important because we're heading in that direction, and I feel extremely passionate about it, especially for the young people, so they understand the intersection between humaneness and the technologies that we're creating.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, if you're coming out with a new book or you're wanting to announce your workshop that you're going to give tomorrow, this is not the right opportunity to do that. It's really about your own experience at the conference, so thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Gibbs. I work at Intel Corporation, and what most inspired me in being here is I felt before a bit alone in this thinking that we need to embody the female and male energies wherever we go, both for women and for men. So there were so many speakers talking about this and the language around embodiment. So that was very exciting to me. So I'm not alone, so thank you for that, all of you guys, beautiful beings. What is most impactful to me, and I'm taking this with me to the world, is how could I embody and drive the belief that we can manifest anything we want into the world. So Dr. Siegel gave us science language around what the mystics had spoken about as miracles or this manifestation that occurs. So he presented scientifically how this is done. So it gives me the language to go to the industry that I work with, the people that I relate to speak about it, not so much, not only mystically, but also scientifically. And that's such a huge breakthrough for me. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. My name is Beatrice, Oakland, California. Of the myriad, endless things that I got, was a desire to not feel ashamed that I'm white and a woman. And that moment, when it washed over you, it washed over me. Why are they all white? My most powerful learning experiences, every single of my 4 years at Wisdom, came from someone who was different than I am. I want more of that.
Beautiful.
Thank you. No, welcome.
Hi, my name is Reuven Shelef, and the most impact that I felt was in conversations with people. This time, conversations with people here were as if a lot deeper. It's the same kind of conversations that I have with people typically. And I don't know, this time in this conference, with the context of the talks and the invitation to participate, there was something in the framework that caused these conversations to be a lot more meaningful to me, a lot more sensed, in my body, and I felt a new level of contribution. What's present for me now is what will it take for me to do the work required to give a talk in Wisdom 2.0, for example, on main stage.
You just did.
It's a good
You just
start.
are.
Woo!
I know. Thank you for the encouragement, and it's for real. It's
Okay.
the content.
It's okay.
All right.
Thank
There
you.
goes. Yeah. Just want to hand it to the next person.
Hello, my name is Kristen, and many titles, so I'll just say I'm Kristen. I've been to several wisdoms, and this one was the most impactful for me. I think there was a lot of integration, and the most impactful thing for me was that the moment that happened on stage with the call out, which is happening in the world now. There's a greater consciousness around that, and how that was handled in a very public way. Not just handled, acknowledged, and the uncomfortableness of it, but it was real, and just how it was modeled, how you modeled that. I wish that more of that would happen. And thank you, Wisdom, for being open to that uncomfortableness. And our society and world is changing right now. We're in a moment. Either we can shun it, step over it, but this community is embracing it. And I thank you for that gift.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'm Diane. I'm from Wakanda. And El Cerrito. So I am sitting with the fact that Wisdom is a community that is evolving, and that is listening, and that is learning, and that we're willing to have courageous conversations. And we need to continue to have courageous conversations that push us as well as invite us.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Okay, thanks.
Hello, my name is Hannah Zuckerberg, and I'm a student who is really involved and learning a lot about justice issues around the world. And it's hopelessness that I felt in the past. And here, it's very hopeful, because the movement is not a niche group of new agey people. It is that, and it's also...
Oh, we're here.
It's also the people with power and with influence who buy into this and believe in this. And the injustice runs deep, but the revolution is deeper because it's spiritual. So thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Okay, my name is Jalen Gildersleeve. I am a student at Georgia Tech and a founder of an app called MindHack. This is my first conference. I literally didn't get here until today. This is my, I didn't experience anything but today. Best conference I've ever been to. I'm so glad. Thank all of you individually for coming. Your energy really made this conference beautiful and a really ingratiating, growing experience for myself. It really helped me actualize more than I could even fathom. I really need a nap, so thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Anita Kumari and I'm from San Jose. And I attend a lot of motivational seminars from Tony Robbins, Brendan Burchard, Oprah Winfrey, and others, and Hay House as well, but this was the best one I have been to so far. And it was highly recommended to me last year by a friend monk of mine, because I left my high-tech, high-paying job 1 year ago, seeing all the frustration and depression, and opened a company called Happiness Factor to empower people and organizations to happiness and fulfillment. And then I got a few mentors, and some of them are from high-tech. And when I said I want to go for VC funding, they said, no one pays for happiness. They want to get tenfold of whatever they invest in back. But after coming to this seminar and hearing people speak and knowing that people are very successful in running those type of businesses, I got a new line of hope. And I know I'm on the right path and I will achieve my dreams. And the thing which most impacted me was Tarana Burke and Goldie Hawn, because she's also in the happiness path and she's successful. And also, I was very impressed by Tristan's take on social media, because that's like a virus which is affecting all our generation and the generation coming next. And thank you so much for organizing it. You guys did a wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Tran, like transformation. T-R-A-N. Literally, I just realized last few years, one of the most impact for me is, by the way, I worked for Chevron for 28 years. I literally can retire, but my passion is want to bring the mindfulness and compassion to that corporate. And I'm so grateful that my manager sent me here. So the most impact is I can connect with so many people, old and young, and male and female. And I learned so much from so many teachers, even for all you. And I know that I know the saying that when you be loved, you get the strength. So I get the strength from you guys. I get the strength from my family, from my Chevron. But when you give love, you are passionate about love. You have courage, and that's why I have courage to share with you and the courage to step up to do the difference that nobody in Chevron is thinking of this thing, or at least is not dare to do it. So I don't know how much, I don't have enough words to express, not only the organization, but the whole community. And I wish I have each of you guys this smiling bar. So at least I have a few. I carry the whole bag. I give some, so I still have a few. See me if you would like, but this one, not only smiling face, but more important, PBS. It's not channel 9, okay? It's pause, breathe, and smile. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have time. Everyone will have to be somewhat short, but we'll include everybody who's lined up.
My name is Susan Christie. I live in Woodacre, California. We walk out our front door and walk to Spirit Rock.
Yeah.
I am inspired by the example of our speakers to walk my talk. I have been so impressed with the conversations we've had at lunch in the hallways, inspired by what we're learning. The central piece for me has been Dan Siegel's work. I see that he sees some path forward. I would like to explore that very much more.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mimi Reggio, and I'm here local in San Francisco and in Peru. I feel like the thing that has most impacted me in this wisdom, I've attended all, even in New York, has been that when I was listening to Nadine's work, something sparked in me that I walk in here as an I and walk out as a we. The power of the safety this place has created for me to not only shift from being a coach to adults to I have a 2-year-old daughter, now I'm going to dedicate my life to creating emotional safety for children. Yeah, so I started a whole movement last night. So thank you. The Emotional Safety Program.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Hello, my name is Stacy Ambrosich. I'm a high school math teacher outside of Chicago, Illinois. Thank you. Sorry I don't have a lesson plan today, so I'm a little off script. But I just want to express how I'm feeling right now, because I haven't been able to do that in front of anybody in a long time. Words cannot express what this has done for me this weekend. When I was younger and I started teaching, I felt like I had impact. I felt like I made a difference in that. And now I just feel kind of like before I came here, I just felt like I'm old and I told me I can't help these kids. And so I spent my own time to come here because I knew inside that this was a place for me to be. I'm so nervous to be up here in front of all of you guys, but I just feel a love right now because But what I do want to say is that, I still love our kids. I love the children, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be teaching them math anymore. But I think I'm supposed to be teaching my administrators and the board and the community how to be more compassionate with our teachers and our kids.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So with that, I'm making a commitment, and call me out on it. Stacy Ambrosich, sambrosich@lths.net. That I'm going to speak out, and I'm going to speak out loud, and it doesn't matter what I get on my report card. I'm going to show my heart, and I'm going to show my kids that I care again, and I'm going to show my administrators that I am vulnerable, and that we need this. We need emotional intelligence and body intelligence. We need this in our schools. And it's going to start with me.
Go get him. Go get him, sister.
I am here to give a hug, like last year.
Okay, yeah.
To Soren and to Michelle. I hope everybody will be with me to give this hug, to thank them for this. By the way, I'm Marie. I am from Paris, France, but I consider myself a citizen of the world, and when I am here, I feel like I am with my family. So for that, thank you. And I want a hug.
Thank
you so much.
Oh, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You are so welcome.
See you next year.
You're so welcome.
Oh yeah, and see you next year.
See you next year.
So I'm Spencer Sherman. I started Abacus. And what I really got this week is that the healing of this planet is going to require wise leadership, as John Kabat-Zinn said. And what that's about for me is letting go of my arrogance and including the input of all people, all genders, all races, all income levels, all sentient beings have wisdom that we all need to listen to. So that's something I got. That's what we all need to do. And the other thing is for this planet to transform, and I noticed it this week in my third Wisdom Conference, there was a settling and ease in this conference. There wasn't this franticness. There wasn't this grasping energy. Is that all of us have to settle into our beings and live from being enough for us to transform this planet. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jun. I'm from Thailand. So last time it was from Philippines, but anyway. So something that I have in my mind is the very strong possibilities that I never felt before. And also, since that, many people from here in the US, but I feel the openness to everybody from outside, from US as well. I really think that this is not only for people from here, but only for everybody from in the world. So that's what I really felt. So I will continue my path, but I feel like I'm really working with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have just a few more minutes. We have some thank yous and some people to acknowledge. There's people who we'll acknowledge like visibly, but there's also a lot of people behind the scenes that we actually don't see. There's people cleaning our rooms. There's people making food for us. There's people in the hotel. There's people behind these cameras. We have security guards. Who else do we have to thank?
We have all of our volunteers, and any of our volunteers that are in the room,
stand
they
up?
stand up. They're amazing. Thank you. Amazing. There's a whole tribe of people that have been holding this for you. We couldn't do this
we have
without
almost
them.
100 volunteers. I also feel like we should thank our families, my family, my wife Liz, and my son Navar, who put up with me for the 2 weeks before the conference when I'm like chaotic. And I know we also probably should just put an energetic thanks to all the families that helped you get here. All the people who are watching our kids and helping us. So I want to thank my family, and maybe we can also thank your Ricardo and your family.
Yes, yeah, and all of you. We've said this, but this just wouldn't be what it is without all of you.
Yeah.
We come together each year with old and new, and I feel like my heart explodes every single time.
Yeah.
And hearing everyone coming up and the sharing, it's magical.
Yeah.
And there has been a settling in the community. You know, it was spoken on the stage. I was speaking with Mark Coleman earlier, and I think a lot of us are feeling it. There's a settling, and with that settling, I feel like really new things can come through. And it's just such a blessing to be
Dick
together.
Schwartz was talking about how he wanted his work to expand in the world, and he realized he was the one he'd been waiting for. And I think that's true for all of us, right? Like, we're the ones that we've been waiting for. Whatever it is that we want to see happen, like, we're the ones that we've been waiting for. Yeah. And I think we'd love to invite the staff up and our kind of team. Can you guys come up? All you people behind the curtains.
Come on out.
Stephanie, Grania. They may or may not come up. Here they go.
Here they
Ta-da.
come.
This is just some of them. Thank you. Go here.
Come on over.
John, Max, and Kevin. Oh, Kat and Maya.
Kat and
our
Maya.
youngest team
We've got
member.
The baby.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Look at Maya. Wow, thank you. Thank all of you.
And Ming Tong offered to end us with a closing sound. So Ming Tong, if you're, not you Ming, another Ming Tong. Ming Tong, if you're here, if you could come up.
Here he comes.
And,
This is something we've been wanting to do
we've been wanting to do. He's
the
like,
whole time.
can't we end with a sound? I'm like, sure, we're going to end with a sound.
Yes.
So we need a mic for Ming Tong. A mic will appear in just a moment, I'm sure. We don't have our dates for next year, but we almost have our dates for next year. We'll give a feedback form to all of you in the next few days. You can let us know, did you like the venue? Did you like the speakers? Should we like kick a few speakers out, never see them again? Should we have new ones come? Do we stay here? So you'll get that soon, and we hope to see you at a future event, or if you never come back and see us, may you travel with an open heart and kindness in your heart. And it's been a pleasure to, I know, for us to serve you, and for all of us, it feels like we're at your service. And so as long as you want to keep us doing these, we will keep doing these. So. Yeah.
Who want to make some sound with me together? Who want to expand the energy as big as this room of your heart?
Oh.
Who want to projecting all the energy out to the whole planet Earth, all humanity, all life, all generation, the whole universe. So let's make it, okay? So starting with your bones, starting with your blood, start with your cell, starting with your consciousness. You may close your eye if you well. Continue your own pace without stopping. Together, come on.
So I'm wondering if we, thank you, if we could, thank you, Ming Tong. If we could stand up, it's a little new agey, but we're part new agey. If you could stand up and maybe just hold hands to the person next to you, if you trust them enough. Oh yeah, form whatever form. And then two quick things. One thing, we just got a text that there's a Chinese New Year parade going on right outside. So you're not hallucinating. There is a parade if you see that. It is real. So just be conscious that when you walk out, I don't know the route of the parade, but there is a, okay, on Powell Street there's a Chinese New Year parade. You're welcome to join that parade or however you wish to do it. It's very auspicious. Great.
Kearney Street. Kearney.
Wonderful, Kearney Street. So if we can hold hands and maybe just end, you can lead us end in one sound where we just spread whatever we want to spread out.
Shin, that's the sound for the heart. Shin. Depths of your heart, just share this joy, this love, this compassion, this wisdom, this presence. Let's have a hug.
Hugging all of you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.